changed it a little bit. Used to be really long and drawn out, and here we are. And new year, new me, episode 3. Kind of. Third time recording. Went over this like 2 weeks ago. 1 week ago. Okay,
Hey.
timer.
Nah, I just think Josh's a little sick.
Guess what, guys?
Or that.
What's up?
What am I supposed to guess?
Iowa caucuses are tonight.
Yes.
Who knows what that means?
I do, I think.
Josh?
I don't know what you said.
Iowa's caucuses.
Iowa's caucuses.
You know, it sounds weird too, but
I know it sounds like
They have a whole
talking
bunch of
about
chickens.
caca, like, oh yeah, Iowa's cacas.
Yeah.
I mean, that is who as Americans we decide to vote for. So I think a lot of people would do better. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Go
you
ahead.
know what that means?
Just go ahead and
Well,
tell us.
personally, like, I think DeSantis is the best option, but
No.
I'm going to be happy.
Wow.
Bernie Sanders.
I'm going to be
Josh,
happy
you're about to get punched.
to
That's why you're wearing
see-
blue.
Yep.
to
Democrat.
to see Trump run away with it. And that way all these people were like, is Trump going to make it in? Nikki Haley's going to do it. DeSantis, Ramaswamy. I just want to hear them not say anything anymore at all. I think it's time we pick our nominee, and I think that's
You
great.
know,
So,
Trump, in a message through his Truth Social,
yeah.
he did something that kind of like I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. He trashed all of them, obviously, Ramaswamy and Haley.
Yeah.
But about DeSantis, he said at least there's one MAGA light.
Which was kind
Candidate.
of strange.
Whoa.
Yeah, so to me that's like, oh, that's.
I mean,
that's good.
I did realize that. I read what he said about Ramaswamy, how like he's fake and paid for, bought and paid for, and all that.
Yeah.
And so I realized like he never said that about DeSantis. He just told him that he was a traitor to him personally for running against him.
Well, he was. Or he
But
is.
nah,
Yeah,
no, he's
absolutely.
not. No, he's not.
Absolutely.
No, he's not. Nah. Let's have a political argument.
Dude, he was
Uh-huh.
he was elected and then reelected because of Trump.
He was not reelected because of Trump. He was
Okay,
elected the
then
first
why-
time because of Trump.
We're
but he wasn't
gonna
reelected
see when
because
they
of
go
Trump.
to Florida, Trump's gonna win Florida.
Trump's gonna win everything.
Okay, so if he's gonna go win the state that this dude is governing,
Yes.
and you're gonna tell me that it was not because of Trump, and
No, yeah, because
and
you
the
know
two
some
senators?
Floridians like Florida to be governed
saw
by
that too, right?
DeSantis
The
for the
senators-
next 2
the
years
senators of Florida
instead of DeSantis
both
being the
endorsed
president.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
So you got the people, and then you got
The people,
The Yeah.
these senators are probably just as corrupt as all the other senators.
right,
Less corrupt, which is why we say we like them.
Right.
But
right. But they're not endorsing the boss.
Oh, my voice.
They're not endorsing the guy that
He's
runs
not
their
their
state.
boss.
No, I know he's not.
they're
But he runs their
federal
state.
federal
No,
people.
I understand that. But still, and don't get defensive, man, because look at you.
I'm
man,
not
over
getting.
there.
I'm in a MAGA shirt.
He's
Nah.
in a MAGA shirt defending the
DeSantis.
sanctimonious.
Okay, because as far as I know, ultra MAGA, according to Biden, means far right, pro life people,
yes,
Yes.
which I identify as. So,
Good job, son. Good job.
anyways,
I'm a constitutionist, I guess. That's what I get on my test.
I like the Constitution Party. The thing is, it doesn't exist in any capacity that can do anything.
yeah.
So. But their values, whoever
Why
they
don't you
are.
youngsters bring it back?
It also
was
says that
never
my
that.
number one vote would be Mike Pence.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't know about.
Dude, it's trash.
I
Vote for
this is
Biden.
what the websites tell me. I
Of
only do
course
what the
that's what
Which
Which
websites
one's
tell
one's
me.
the I side with?
They tell
I
you
don't hear
Pence, and
myself.
then they probably tell you Haley.
Probably. I didn't look at the number two. I started laughing.
No, but anyways, you know, I do like DeSantis. He would be my second option.
Wait, he's not a traitor to Trump.
Yes, he is.
Nah.
Yes, he is.
Nah.
He is the winner of America.
He got him elected in Florida twice.
You know, no, not twice. Once.
Twice.
You know who had a red wave in 2022's midterms? DeSantis and everyone he endorsed. You know who didn't?
You know why?
Theoretically, Trump.
No, you know why.
I know why.
You know why?
That has nothing to do with DeSantis. DeSantis didn't make
But
that
it doesn't
happen.
have to do with Trump either. It has to do with Rhonda, whatever her name is. It needs to
McDaniel.
go. She gotta
Yeah.
go. She's
Yeah.
horrible.
Talking about females, we need to stop getting these
What?
females in charge of Star Wars. What is this?
Yeah, do you see that?
Have you seen who they put in front?
No.
Star Wars become feminists.
I don't
Hold
know
on,
Star
wait.
Wars at all.
Let's
You're
explain it a
missing
little
out.
to
Well, not
him.
anymore.
Because he doesn't really know.
No, I just watched it.
So George Lucas invented Star Wars, made Star
yeah.
Wars all the way up until episode 6,
He sold
1
it
through
to Disney.
6. He sells it to Disney. He gets taken over by Kathleen Kennedy,
Mm.
who decides to make The Force Awakens basically being A New Hope, and then ruining the story in part 2, and then bringing Palpatine back from the dead in the third part of her series.
Which ruined everything about Star Wars.
Yeah.
And the plot.
It made it a Disney thing where no one can die. It's stupid. So, and then she went on to ruin a bunch of characters through shows, and then they fired her and replaced her with the Pakistani feminist activist who says that her main joy in life is to make men uncomfortable. She said it's about
Okay.
time for women to be involved in
Okay.
Star Wars,
So
which
let
last
me
I
let me
checked,
tell you
Kathleen
though.
Kennedy's been there over 10 years.
Let me
So
tell you this
Yeah.
though. This same lady, if I'm not mistaken, endorses transsexuals.
Probably.
So what the heck is she
Disney.
talking about? Because men are taking over for the women. Like you go to like beauty pageants, who are
Yeah.
winning now? The men.
The top in the world are
The man is not the woman.
Yes.
So what is she talking about?
Girl power.
You know what I mean? I want to make men uncomfortable, but hey, all y'all transsexuals, which are men, come over here. Y'all gonna have.
you think they're not uncomfortable?
You can go make the
acting
other
like
men
women?
uncomfortable.
I wouldn't know, man.
It's strange. Strange.
No, but it's just the hypocrisy of all these people, all
yeah.
these women that are like that, like. But then the men, all against the men. But transsexual men come over and they're okay with it, and they're taking their places, and they're winning, track races, and they're winning, swimming meets and everything. It's okay.
But did you see
No.
that this girl was going out on dates with executives at Pornhub, and
Yeah, I heard
she
about
was
that.
getting them to like say things, which again I always question with these spy videos, like why are these people saying so much? I don't get it. But like that, how they like are trying to like trans people and make guys gay and stuff by like slipping in like opposite genders into like porn and stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what?
How
they
did
do it?
How did they get that?
Because he was talking about it. I don't know. I don't
How did
know
she
who
get
just
him
sits
to
and, like,
talk
hears
about
all
that?
the
Because
horrible
yeah.
things
this is
I
what
do in
happened.
The
life.
movies are real.
What happens is the guy is probably trying to get her to sleep with him. So he thinks that if he tells, the more he tells her that, that she's going to
Trust him,
trust
maybe.
him and then
Yeah.
she's going to sleep with him.
hmm
That's what it is.
I've also seen some theories, and I feel like it's cliche for I don't know if I should say conservatives or Christians. I don't know, but some who just say that they are just really proud of the evil they do, and they just kind of can't wait to tell someone about it. I don't know what I think about that theory.
I mean, that's part. Some people.
I feel
are
like
some
that.
people are
yeah,
like that.
Yeah,
I'd say the majority's not.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Because that's like bragging. They're
Well, yeah.
bragging about, hey, we're doing this, and look, they don't even realize it. What?
now we realize it.
Yeah. You know, the best solution is just not watch porn, and then
Right?
Yeah.
you're straight anyways.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Just be straight.
Yeah.
Just be straight. No, but yeah, because that's what happens a lot is it's just the brainwashing of the people and whatever. But as believers, we're not held bondage to that. We're able to walk away from it. And it's just sad for the non-believers that they're stuck. They ain't got no hope.
hmm
So
So you're gonna advertise a new mullet? You got a mullet.
You guys got to
I'm
be
not
on
watching.
YouTube to see
Hey
this.
guys, now we gotta peer pressure Josh into getting a mullet.
That's not gonna work.
We
Josh.
comment
if
and tell us if you want Josh to get a mullet. And I say if you want Josh to get a mullet. If you don't, then don't tell us. we don't want to know.
We don't
But
need
if
you
you
to tell
do
us.
want him to get a mullet,
Tell us, guys.
tell us.
No.
Hey, Josh has been peer pressured into doing something.
He says he'd do anything for $50.
Except get a mullet.
So if we
No,
got
you didn't say that
$50
before.
in
added
subscriptions
it.
on Patreon, maybe he'll get a mullet for those $50.
No. Don't waste your money, guys.
Come on, man.
Do it,
$100
do it,
bucks,
guys.
dude. We'll do it live.
Yeah,
$100? I
Yeah.
would do a lot of things for 100, but not get a mullet.
about 150.
150 now.
How
Josh,
much?
you
Josh?
basically have. All you gotta do is
Yeah.
comb your hair back.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
No,
Just get
I'm-
it out of your eyes.
I've
Fuck.
lived. Oh, okay. There, mullet.
yeah.
I've lived my life without having a mullet, and I want to continue it that way.
Guys, I have a picture here.
I've lived a happy life this way.
Where if Josh's hair was just a little bit longer, it'd be a mullet. I don't know if you
On the
got
back,
this.
Was that how?
Okay, look at this right here.
How is that?
He's got the sides shaved.
A little bit
if-
longer. You can't even see the back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Cause
A lot longer.
no, I wouldn't say a lot longer.
No,
I will show the
look,
camera.
no, but look at his hair now. Look, the back swings. It's just the sides overhang his ear. They just
Hey,
didn't go
look
away.
at Christian. Look at Christian.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
He
It's
wants
that
to fit that
picture.
whole coat in
He
his
was.
mouth.
There's a picture of my brother when he was way younger eating an ice cream cone at one bite.
Call out your mom, Josh.
Hey, but look at me though.
Hi, Mom.
I feel like I look older.
Thank you for sending the
No,
picture.
I thought you looked young.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think I
know.
look older here.
I don't.
I don't know.
You look like you were in the tech business.
No, but we got a comment. They didn't reach out.
Mom coming in with the comments. Thank you.
And what
A
is that?
smiley
What is
face.
that?
Dude, you
Smile
got a
back,
long
Josh.
comb over that doesn't even look like a comb over no more.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Was
More
that a
of-
comb over? Because you had the little
Looks
snail
more
thing
like
in the
that,
back.
like that thing. What it called, like a pampador? Is that what it's called?
Was that Raph sitting next to me? Rafi?
Oh, that was his name. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't remember his name, but I remember he
Raphael,
like, walked on the
Raphi.
front of his toes. And he
Rafi.
could bend his elbows backwards.
No, that wasn't him. That's
Yeah, it
Isaac.
was.
N-
No. He
oh no,
could bend.
he could.
Yeah.
He went backwards.
Yeah, he
No,
showed
no,
us.
this is Isaac because this is the team that.
That's
Coach
that's
Hertz was
Isaac.
coaching.
Yeah.
And that's Coach
Oh.
Hertz right there.
Oh, okay. That makes a
Yeah,
lot more
okay.
sense.
Yeah, that's Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He-
why I was be happy. That's why I was eating with the team. Because I didn't eat with the team before Coach Hirsch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways,
Everything
we weren't,
makes
we
more
weren't friends
sense.
yet.
No, I didn't like any of you. And you didn't like me.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Look at this. New Bible. It is not baked. It is the same Bible. And it cost $91 this year. It was $40 in 2019. It might have been on sale though. It could be out of print version. I don't know. But
For what?
here's the point.
I'm going on 3 weeks when I hit Wednesday.
Alright,
So
you
got
you
two more
You
days.
got one more week, Josh.
Yeah.
You got a whole another week.
I started reading the Bible. And if you read the Bible, you kind of just read the stories. You're like, oh, I know that one. Yeah, that one's cool. Oh, I know what that one
I
means.
haven't read them before.
And then you get to Genesis 16. And then, or 15. And God's like, Abraham, I'm going to give you a son. And Abraham's like, okay. And then Sarah's like, why don't you just sleep around? And he's like, okay. It's like, what? Like, am I missing something? Like, what? At what point were we just like, oh, that sounds like a great idea, guys?
Do you think
Like-
God? Well, keep going. I got
Okay, so
some
Sarah makes a dumb suggestion. And then Abraham, I assume like 90 some percent of men just goes along with it because it sounds nice to him. And then problems arise because how are they not going to? And then Sarah's like, it's not your fault. And it's like,
You should have seen the face
Dude.
Taylor did when he told me this morning. It's like,
dude,
your
it's like,
fault.
it's not your
It was such
fault.
a sleigh
it's
girl
your
moment.
fault. It's
Yeah,
like,
that one.
Did you go work
With-
in the
with the
morning?
neck? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's both your faults. And whose idea was this? It was Sarah's, right? Horrible idea. Okay, Abraham,
Needs to put on his pants.
yeah, and be a man
there were
and be
pants back then,
and
Josh.
be the
He put on
leader
his
in
coat.
his house. But at the same time, as opposed to eating the fruit with Adam, he had added sexual temptation to this. So it was that much harder for him. But I think it's both their faults equally. And then Sarah blames him at the end. I'm like, what? And then
It's like,
Abraham, I'm glad in the end he was obedient to God, but he was kind of just going with the wind of what everyone around him was telling him, like to fix the problem.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of her. Don't get rid of her.
Okay,
Send
but-
her into the desert. It's
that
like,
fault thing that you just said right there. 9 out of 10 women are like that. Look,
no, I
I'll
know.
go-
I
I'll
know.
stop- I don't know if Giovanna's like this, but your mom.
The blaming you?
I'll-
Yes.
well,
yes.
yeah, but like I'll stop like at McDonald's. Hey, babe, you want something? No, I'm good. You sure? Some fries, some milkshake? No, I'm good. Okay. So I get my food, and I'll bring it home. You didn't bring, and I'll start eating. You didn't bring me nothing, babe. I called you. You said you didn't want nothing. But you should have known that when you got here, I was gonna want
okay.
something.
You should have known, but also me growing
should
up,
have.
I've learned from you. I haven't done that exact thing like bringing food home, but here's what you do. You bring the food home. If she actually doesn't want it, you get more food.
No, but you know,
Brilliant.
no, but I do that all
More
the time now.
food.
Like I'll call her and she's like, I buy a bunch of extra food now, and you know, I buy a bunch of extra food. And I was like, all right, well, she don't want it. If she really don't want it, I'll eat it. But she always wanted something.
But I love the times when mother's like, well, yeah, I wanted you to bring me something, but not this. You know I don't like this. It's like,
Oh yeah, surprise me.
yeah.
Hey, what do you want? Oh, surprise me. Bring me whatever you want. I don't care. Just bring me something. Surprise me, babe. Are you sure? 'Cause you never
never
like when I
likes it.
take you.
Wow.
Yeah. Surprise me. Bring me something. I'll eat it. And I can. Oh, that's not what I really wanted.
Like, how are you supposed to know?
You're supposed to know, Coach. Come on.
No, and so yes, there is
No.
the female tendency in here too. To
Yeah,
do
but
that,
what if-
and there's also the male tendency in Abraham to want to go sleep around.
What if Joanna told you, Taylor, I'm ready to have a baby, but I don't want to have it.
That,
So you go find somebody
No,
else
no.
that'll be okay with it and have a baby with them and bring it.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right.
Like with Sarah and Abraham, like
that's because that's exactly what it was.
at what point was Sarah like, you should go sleep around? Yeah,
Right,
you
and
try
then,
that.
and then once you bring the
Like,
baby,
what
home,
does that even
Giovanna's gonna be
mean?
like,
Should have been
"Ah,
mine.
The skin's
Like,
a little too dark. I don't want it. Take
This
it back.
sounds like it actually happened.
No, but well, it did actually.
It's like
happen.
too
That's what I'm
personal for
talking
you
about.
guys.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at what?
That's-
Because we just read the Bible as Christians, and it's like, oh, I know the story. Read it. Read the words. Don't pay. Whose idea was this? Like,
Yes.
oh, why don't you take my maid?
You know what
yeah,
I was wondering?
she was sold to us in Egypt because like you
No, wasn't she
said I
given
was.
to them for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember.
gift?
Remember, they got Hagar in Egypt because Abraham was like, Sarah's my sister.
Yeah.
And then that didn't go well.
Well, you know,
Like, who's doing the thinking?
what
I
do you
don't
think-
understand. I don't think anyone was thinking.
did God explain babies to Adam and Eve, or did they just suddenly have a small child, a little human? And like what? Like, because they weren't like that.
Well,
Well, the Bible
I'm
doesn't
sure
tell
they
us, but I'm
had
sure
a
he did.
drive.
No, not for that. Like, just like it's like there's just a small human now.
Like,
didn't
do
expect
do you
that.
think they connect?
No, okay. No,
You're
no,
asking
hold on.
if they connected the dots on their own?
No.
Or if God told
had
them?
to have told them because after, Adam ate the apple and God came and he cursed him. He said the pain in the woman's labor will be multiplied.
Oh yeah, he did tell
So
them.
they've had to have known what that.
Wait a minute.
was referring
They
to.
didn't know what a
wait.
baby was.
Pain be multiplied.
Yeah,
That means there would have been pain in childbirth anyways.
but not as much.
Not as
Well,
much.
no, but that's still something you don't think about.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says the pain's gonna be multiplied. So yeah, he had to have told them but then again, they didn't have any babies until after they got kicked out.
Yeah.
So,
John 5:31.
5:31.
Are you
Time to
sure?
get into the
Are
word.
you sure about that?
I'm positive.
Oh. The beautiful smell of a new Bible. I assume it's not just Christians that relate with the smell of a new book, right? Like this every.
People that like to read.
Yeah, I think.
Like
Yeah.
your mom goes to the library and she goes, oh, it smells so good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh.
But I think,
But
especially
I
like
like book
people,
smells.
when you get a new Bible, like you just, it's like a new car smell for Christians. Like you need a new Bible smell.
A new
It's pretty
Christian
epic.
book smell.
Yeah, I like to buy Bibles. So I probably have like 8.
Yeah. I
Bible
don't know
version,
why.
this version,
Yeah.
that version.
Okay. Well, 31.
I can't read. This is you guys.
Yeah.
My throat's gone.
Yeah.
You guys want me to read?
Okay. Well.
But I got the CSB.
Well, anyways, I'm frozen, guys. Anyways, we healed the
5:31.
Jesus healed the man at the pool of Bethesda, and then he told the Jews he was God, and the Jews like wanted to stone him, or did they yet? I think so. And then he starts talking about the Son and God and basically the Trinity in a sense, but also Judgment Day. I don't remember what we said about that one, but anyways, now we're on verse 31. If I bear witness of myself, my witness is not true. There is another who bears witness of me, and I know that the witness which he witnesses of me is true. How about we stop there? Because you can get the words mixed up. So, what do you think he means? If I bear witness of myself, my witness is not true.
Deuteronomy. Which one? I forgot
Well,
the verse.
to me, that's very simple.
Yeah.
Just get a setting in a court of law. If you go and you testify on your behalf, 9 out of 10 times, ain't nobody gonna believe you.
Yeah.
Like we're in the court here, and you and Josh said, "Hey, that dude over there hit the car."
Mm-hmm.
You both saw me do it, and then I go and said, "No, I didn't do it. I don't know what they were looking at, but it wasn't me."
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's testifying, on my behalf. That's what I mean. You want other people to say. I want other people to say. Giovanni, your mom said, "No, it wasn't him. It was another person." You see what I'm saying? That's other people testifying on your behalf.
So now Jesus says that someone else is witnessing on his behalf, and his witness is true.
There it is.
Yep.
It's Deuteronomy 19:15. It says, "One witness shall not rise against a man concerning any iniquities or any sin that he commits. By the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, the matter shall be established." So, I mean, this gives us the first witness is Jesus, and you can also see him through the miracles that he's already performed. And then there's also God, who's his other witness.
Okay, so now let me ask you guys this question: is that why we have a Trinity?
I'm sure it goes with the Trinity.
It's got to be 2 or 3 witnesses.
Yeah.
So now you got
That
Jesus.
is true. Yeah.
And you got the Holy Spirit.
It builds with the Trinity.
So now you got
I never
those 2
thought of
witnesses.
that. That's pretty interesting. Yeah.
So there you go.
You have sent to John, and he has borne witness to the truth. Oh, so actually he's talking about John the Baptist here.
Yeah.
But they can be applied to God too. Because in verse 32, the he is capitalized, which means it's God. But he's also pointing out that here on earth, you have sent to John, and he has borne witness to the truth. Yet I do not receive testimony from man, but I say these things that you may be saved. He was the burning and shining lamp, and you were willing for a time to rejoice in his light. But I have a greater witness than John's, for the work which the Father has given me to finish, the very works that I do, bear witness of me, that the Father has sent me.
I mean,
So he's saying even here on earth, John, witnesses for him, but that he has a better witness than God himself.
Mm-hmm.
And how they thought John was, a prophet and great until he started saying Jesus was the Messiah. Then they kind of turned on him. And he also says that the miracles that he was doing pointed to his authority as God as well.
Right. And so I think that's very important for us as believers too, that to do the good works. Not for salvation, because a lot of people get stuck on that. Well, I'm going to have to do this, for salvation. No. Jesus took care of all of that. But because of your actions and the things that you do for God, people are going to recognize you and say, that's a believer. And your light's going to shine. So that's very important, because that's basically what this here is saying. Is my actions. Watch what I do, and you're going to see that it's from God.
And that's why the Bible says to follow the law. We gotta follow the law, unlike the unbelievers, and then be the light to the world. Put that out there.
Even a lot of sin that people commit is illegal. Underage drinking and driving.
Being drunk in public itself is a sin.
Yeah.
And people are like, it's fun. It doesn't hurt anybody. Stop Bible bashing. But at the same time, some of the things that these people do is also against the law. So.
Yeah.
No, but it does hurt, and it does affect the things that you do.
It
Because
does.
look, I can attest to you. Part of my testimony, you guys know, I have not been drunk since I've been legal to drink. I have not since I've been there. But I've been drunk many times.
That's funny.
Many times, including the last time that I got drunk was, the following day I was hungover, going to church with what at the time was just my girlfriend, my wife now, and I'm basically throwing up in the parking lot, and she's like, nah. And so, God used her to get me to stop. But I do remember a lot of times, because when you get drunk, your brain goes like, you don't control your thoughts anymore. So all these dumb thoughts come in because now evil spirits are in your mind, because that's the Bible talks about that. When you're not in your right state of mind, they can go in there, and I did some dumb stuff. Now, when people say that they don't remember, I don't believe that, because I remember everything I did. So.
I don't remember the verse. Where's the verse that says to be vigilant? Some of the smaller books. It's highlighted somewhere. There's a verse that says somewhere at the end of the Bible to be vigilant. I'll look for it. But the reason that we weren't supposed to be drunk is because when you're drunk, you're not sober of mind. Sober minded.
Right, so that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So do not be drunk with wine, but be filled with the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, and if you're drunk, you can't be sober minded, and that'll lead you to sin.
Yep.
And that's why the Bible also teaches, don't get drunk. Very specific, because a lot of people say, hey, you can't drink. Well, the Bible don't say don't drink. The Bible says don't get drunk. But then again, there's also people that it only takes one beer to get drunk. So if it takes you one beer to get drunk, then you can't drink.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can handle 1 beer, 2 beers, that's okay, as long as you're not getting drunk.
But I was also mentioning to Josh, I think smoking is another thing. I don't know, like same like this Hagar and Sarah thing. Like, I don't know who the first person was like, whoa, I want to inhale this smoke. But that's a different story. But right now, drinking is a drink. Like, I don't understand why you'd need to go party with a drink. Like, who goes to party and like, yeah, but I got to have my Coke. Like, I have to be drinking it the whole time to have a good, like, what?
I love Coke, dude.
No. And there's extremes, but even if you did that with Coke, it'd then be gluttony. Right. I'm saying, like, when do you sit down to eat and you just put back, like, 4 or 5 Sprites?
Me.
You shouldn't do that.
No.
You shouldn't,
but
and
look,
it's bad.
No, but we got to be honest. It's not as bad anymore. But when me and your mom first got married, it was a 6-pack or a 2-liter every time we ate.
And was it gluttony?
Absolutely.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And I've confessed that. I know that a lot of my eating stuff.
But what I'm saying is related to alcohol. Like,
right.
People treat it different.
Where am I?
Yeah, they go to the party. They don't go to party. They go to drink.
Yeah, it's like, I could invite Josh over to play video games and I hand him a Fanta, but like, I'm not gonna be like, Josh, come over. We're gonna have some 7-Up. Like, what?
You want to drink some 7-Up with me?
Come on, Josh. We'll get a sugar high.
Yeah, but why not?
Yeah, actually,
Hey.
let's do it. Let's
No,
do it.
No,
but that's what I'm saying.
I know.
You know what? Stop messing up the analogy, man. Let's get through verse 40.
All right, go for it.
Well, if you had
38?
something important to say.
No, it's just messing around, dude.
Okay. 37, yeah. And the Father himself who sent me has testified of me. You have neither heard his voice at any time, nor seen his form, but you do not have his word abiding in you, because whom he sent, him you do not believe. You search the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life. And these are they which testify of me, but you are not willing to come to me that you may have life. And I think that's a mic drop right there, but he continues, which we'll study in the next episode. But, I mean, he's like, you guys think you're holy. You think you're in the scriptures. You think you're so good. And then you miss the point, because the one the scriptures are about is right here in front of you. And you don't know jack, man. And you can't tell me that God told you that it wasn't me, Jesus, right? Because he's never appeared to you and told you that.
Right.
So.
And, I find this amazing because the people that study the Bible, like Paul, they go back into the Old Testament and they quote the Old Testament about Jesus. And there's a lot of people now in this day that say, oh, no, Jesus was never in the Old Testament. It didn't talk about it. No, it does. And a lot. And that's how a lot of these people, well, a lot of these people, you know, at that time, you know, talking in, you know, Bible times, they knew he was the Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
They knew he was the Messiah, and all based on the Old Testament because that's what they had. And so it blows my mind how, you know, we still deny it. We still deny it. And I just think that that's just out of selfish ambition because we don't want to change. We want to keep doing what we're doing. We're comfortable, and that's what it is.
Yeah. The entire Old Testament, the Old Covenant, was all just a pointer towards Jesus that he came in and fulfilled. There's no point to the Old Testament if there is no New Testament
Yeah.
with Jesus.
So, anyways, I think that was a good episode.
Huh?
You want to make a noise?
No, you gotta tell me what the noise is.
Just
Nothing.
coughing to the mic.
It's
Yeah.
my dad throwing up in the church parking lot.